Well, here's a little update on my Pennsylvania Centipede locomotive that I built using AHM parts and a excuse me, a Roco shock nose body. I joined two of them together. Anyway, I originally had an LX, an XL DCC decoder in it like this, and they work all right. You know, they're cheap. The diesel ones are like $45. The steam ones are like 39. The motor control isn't that great. Get a little bit of motor hum. Um, they're really late on acceleration. Went from a dead stop. You can hear the motor hum. So you really got to crank up the settings to get it to move. And then it kind of doesn't, the low speed is not really what it should be. Some motors, it works all right. Others, they don't. Now this particular one, this one here, I have a lower RPM motor in it than I do in, than I put in the M1. For one, because the M1 is supposed to be faster. The top speed on this thing was like 75, 70 miles an hour. And the original motor I had in there, it worked all right with the decoder, but wasn't great. So I put a different motor in there, a bigger one. I think it was a Pico motor or something like that. 5-pole, a bigger motor than the 180s. Skew wound, less RPM, dual shaft, more torque. And it worked okay. So I ordered even though I said I wasn't gonna, I ordered a soundtraxx, Baldwin, Steam, and others. That's what it's called. And I installed it. I messed with the CVs a little bit. I still haven't really tweaked it, but as far as the low speed goes, it's much better. That's in reverse, obviously. All right, that is speed step 1, which really is like 12 on the decoder, on the Digitrax what's it, 52 DCS 52. That's where the unit starts spitting out voltage, is at 12. For some reason it does. When you move it to 1, 2, 3, 4, it doesn't do nothing. Doesn't even change the sound on the decoder, and it's like that with every decoder I put in. It doesn't start. But this thing here is pretty creepy. I mean, I can slow it down and make it even slower, but then it kind of chugs a little bit. But it's not bad for a homemade locomotive. Much better with the Tsunami soundtraxx decoder. Got it for $107 on eBay plus shipping. Some places sell them for $129, $139. I have the sound off right now. The sound on these things is insane. I have a nice big little 30-inch, 30 millimeter box mounted in the back of the locomotive with a woofer in it, a baffle box. It sounds great, but right now you can barely hear it moving. I don't know if you can hear that. It's very quiet. It's probably one of the quietest locomotives I have, including ones that I've bought. So it's very smooth. Very happy with it. Like I said, I wasn't gonna originally spend the money for a homemade locomotive, on the decoder for a homemade locomotive, but I figured, what the hell? I added a little momentum in it, so it'll coast for a little bit. That way when I'm pulling trains and I slow down, they don't run into one another. So that's the update. I'm gonna have to put lights in it and whatnot. But The slow speed is, the difference is night and day. If you go back and watch one of the other videos, and you can see, you know, you may have thought that it ran okay with the other one, but with this decoder, it's very, very smooth. That's speed step 1 right there. Once you get into 2, it smoothens out a little bit. It chugs a little bit. I could get rid of the chug if I make it go a little quicker through the decoder, but when you're pulling some weight behind it, it doesn't chug. And I'll let you hear the sound on it. Trying to shut it off. I don't even know how to. Jesus Christ. Maybe flick. Alright, so 6 shuts it off. And 5. The decoder's got all sorts of sounds. It's got, I'll just toggle through them. The bell, air horn, short air horn, dynamic brake, caution guard, we already hit that. Independent brake when you're dragging along. Couple of sounds. Brake select. You can hear it, pick it up. Handbrake. I don't even know what that's. Cab chatter and all sorts of stuff. So anyway, that's the update. Next time you see this beast, it'll have lights on it and whatnot. But I just wanted to update you the difference between that cheap decoder that I had and this one here. The slow speed is much better. Thanks for watching.